What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Foodie Beauty content. A very interesting morning for Foodie content. We've got deleted community posts. We've got community members coming out. So let me just say, I want to be objective here. Because I put up a community post myself, I wanted to gauge community feedback, and so much of this really is a great conversation because people have such strong opinions. So let me just start by saying, I've championed things here that are personal to me. I've sought other creators that have went out and drived while streaming. Not just Foodie, SJam as well. Because I've lost 3 coworkers to impaired drivers. So when I make that content, there is a personal undertone, but I would cover it with any creator. If someone came to me and said, hey, this person was streaming on camera, you need to cover this, I'll take a break from Foodie, and I'll speak to that. That's a personal issue I have where I believe wholeheartedly YouTube should remove people streaming and driving. Driving is not the time to be creating content. Now, as far as the Foodie video is concerned, the vlog, with her going out to the campgrounds and filming the oil fields, I believe Foodie Beauty Reaction Channel was the first to bring it up. Now, I used aspects of their video and recited through what he showed, which was basically the declaration from Canada for travel advisories against what Foodie filmed. So, at this point, I think we can all agree Foodie had a choice. She could admit what she had done was wrong, edit the video, and use that as a basis for apologizing, and then accepting whatever punishment there may be. And I think we would have all, myself included, I don't want to speak to everyone, but I think we can all understand that a lot of times Foodie is ignorant, right? And we've expected this. I expect ignorance from her channel. I expect ignorance from her. And if she could own up to that ignorance, perhaps there would be some leeway with whatever punishment there would be. But I think we all also understand this is a serious issue. This is something that in that country is not to be taken lightly. Second point to be made is the entire concept of working while traveling. This to me is not as cut and dry. It's not as clear as the oil field issue. Okay? This is a unique situation because in fairness, we do not know or understand how Foodie is handling this, okay? She has shown in the past, she owns Beezer Production LLC, and she is possibly using her second channel as income from these vlogs through that business, or theoretically also as an independent contractor with her channel. So I don't view that as a discussion we can have, right? Because we don't have the facts that we need to accurately assess what's happening. So, if you weren't aware, last night, Foodie Beauty Reaction Channel again revisited that vlog. And in doing so, he put some emails up, which I firmly believe he's 100% right to do. I've done things like that in myself, going back to distracted driving, and encouraged the community to contact them regarding Foodie showing these oil fields, administration buildings, all these things. Now, when we have to respect what is being done here, is it being done because the person truly feels something wrong happened? Or are they doing something because Foodie did something wrong? That's the discussion. I don't know the answer to that question. I think ultimately the answer to that question is a personal one that you have. Because, in fairness, I would like to think that it's more about doing the right thing, right? And if it was doing the right thing, then everyone should have collectively addressed it immediately. Everyone should have talked about this and said, listen, this is wrong. You know this is wrong. You removed this because it's wrong, and now you need to address it. Foodie failing to do that caused these issues. Let's be completely objective in saying that oil fields are not scenic, right? No one goes and looks at oil fields as a vacation getaway. No one has ever said, oh my God, let's go look at these oil tanks. Look at how beautiful these oil tanks are. Look at this amazing refinery. Right? No one's got a calendar of oil refineries on their wall right now. This was done for filler content. This was done to extend a vlog to make more money. I personally don't believe it was done to create this international incident. Now, I can also tell you, as much as I disagree with all of Foodie Beauty's actions, I don't think she had ill intent when filming there. But that doesn't mean that she didn't need to be held accountable. So, what are the results of this going to be? I've looked into it a little bit. And you obviously have other creators in the space this morning coming out and saying they have personal connections that they're going to start to use to leverage making sure she's held accountable. It seems to me that the end result is going to be whenever Foodie goes to leave and goes to the airport, there would probably be a detaining period, there would probably be a holding period, and a questioning period. And at that point, I would imagine they would also be seizing whatever she has used to film. I'm almost positive that's exclusively her camera. Her phone. Meaning she uses her phone as her camera. So, the reaction and the response that's going to get, I don't know. But it seems like in this community, a lot of people are taking their personal frustrations with creators and kind of blending it over into real life. I mean, look at what happened with Perfectly Imperfect. You know, everyone is entitled to their feelings, their opinions. Everyone can justify their actions in any realm. Foodie can justify doing this if she truly wants to. I think it's intriguing, though, that very few online communities, handle themselves this way, where things tend to cross over so often. So I'm kind of perplexed when looking at this. I mean, in one light, there's no doubt that Foodie made a mistake. But Foodie continued to compound the mistake by not addressing what had happened, not owning up to what had been done, and not taking some level of responsibility publicly outside of just saying, clearly you did something wrong because you had to remove it. I think we can all agree, no matter what your stance is on people approaching officials with this, the guilt was her editing the vlogs, knowing that those images had to go away. And the real issue is not only just going to be with her, but with Salah. Because I don't know anyone is fully aware of what his actual rationale for being there is. Is he actually a citizen? Is he seeking refuge? Is he a citizen of another country? To a degree, we don't know enough about and I hate to use the term characters, but it seems like sometimes we are watching a show more than anything else. We don't know enough about the characters to fully assess what's going to happen, but I think we all understand, and you can go back months on months. Foodie's ignorance has been displayed in Canada countless times. And I remember the initial discussion of trips to the Middle East. People were very much concerned about her innocence, if you will, in how she handles herself. The lackadaisicalness, the carefreeness, the it can't happen to me-ness. Her ability to create first and question later, if you will, and what that could result in. And it will be even more interesting to see what those results are and how she responds to them. So that's basically everything laid out as we know it. I would love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. I will leave you to the comment section, and obviously you've seen some deleted posts that have came up by now. Appreciate you watching this video. I will be back as soon as I can with more content.